Good morning to all. It's morning where I am. And yeah, let's have some coffee and get going. My name is Cassie. This is Spiritual Teacher for You. I'm here to do a reading this morning. Um, Not really sure what it's about, honestly. This is a surprise. I didn't think I would be doing a reading this early. Um, but I just put out, or I'm uploading a um, guided visualization to access the Akashic Records. And whenever I've heard about the Akashic Records, it's always been a little like out there for me, that I could access the book of life and know an answer to something if I just could access. I don't know. And so I've always been a little hesitant to even try to do something like that, but the energy is there, folks. And so I recorded a guided, I guess I'll call it a guided meditation, just kind of getting you into that relaxed state enough to access them. And so, oh, my cards are upside down. That was good that came out. Thank you, Spirit. So, anyways, that'll be available very soon. I myself, before I even put it out, though, I'm going to do it. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do it, and then I do believe that I will let you guys know how that goes before I actually put it out for you guys. I will say this, though, it is not my own guided meditation. It is from a course that I'm taking. So I did change some of the things that were there, but the main visualization is not my own. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there. All right, so let's get what do we want to know, Spirit? What is the next step for the collective? I mean, I feel like the collective is I'm feeling a very self-aware collective. I'm feeling a lot of like it's just that waiting. It's that hurry up and wait, right? So we've got the Wheel of Fortune on out here. And I've started to see the Wheel of Fortune a little differently. I used to think that it was like fate, like things are going to happen for you, but that's not what I feel the Wheel of Fortune now. I feel the Wheel of Fortune is the crank that gets things going, but it does not make things happen for you. And I think if I've ever, maybe it did in that particular reading, but I've said many times that, oh, the Wheel of Fortune, fate is on your side, things are going to happen for you. And now I feel like that was a naive way of looking at the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune as more of the wheels keep turning, and you've got to decide um, how you want to proceed forward. So, with the snake there and that horned creature, there's transformation, there's things tempting you, there's your old life coming back around to tempt you, your old habits and energies and temptations. But the snake is also there to transform you when you're ready. So even though spirit and the guides may intervene, by you being protected and stuff like that. This card to me says that things are going to happen and you have to decide how you're going to handle them or react to them. So the Wheel of Fortune I'm seeing is something that's being placed in front of you so that you can decide which path you want to take. It's not necessarily deciding for you. And I feel like that's the message I've kind of put out with the Wheel of Fortune in the past. And I am not feeling that that is the case now. Yes, you have the guides to call upon. You have different energies to call upon to help you get through whatever is happening. Also, yeah, this feels to me like a journey. Tarot is a from the fool to the world. It's a journey. And so the Wheel of Fortune is kind of there to help keep that journey going. But again, you decide what happens. You decide how you react to things. You decide if you're going to let something make you, I don't know, there's like this uncomfortableness and then there's this happiness or like awareness. Are you going to be in the dark? Are you going to bury your head in the sand on things that you need to heal and take care of? You know, it feels like the collective here could decide either to take control of their life or they could decide to just be a victim. So I'm feeling both. All right, we've got King of Swords and Queen of Wands that just jumped out here together. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm definitely feeling here. And guys, I don't know if you are a repeat viewer of my readings. I'm constantly messing with my hair or scratching my head, and I promise you I don't have dandruff or anything like that. It's just spirit. When I feel spirit, it's usually I can feel it, and I have to like scratch and kind of be like, "Hey, I feel you." So, anyways, the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands comes on out, but I feel that this may be two people on their own path. And you may be together. This feels like a couple, but it feels like you've decided to focus on your own path, and it doesn't seem to really jive right now. The King of Swords is very logical, very grounded, but can be in their head a lot. And the Queen of Wands is very creative, very compassionate, nurturing. So I'm feeling two very different. I mean, I get iciness from this one and warmness from this one. So I definitely feel a collective here where you may be in a relationship with someone who's very icy or someone who's very floaty, you know? I feel like one person's very grounded and one person in the relationship is very la la la, life is beautiful and wonderful and let's paint all the time. And you know, there's a balance to be had here, but I don't feel a balance. Okay, let's see what we got here. I don't feel a balance, you guys. We've got the Star reversed and the Devil reversed. Are those supposed to be reversed? Yeah, they came out that way. The Star reversed. Oh my God, you guys. I just had the energy come over me of giving up. Like, oh, I'll just give up. It'll be easier that way. Like, I almost pressed stop on the camera. So that's what I'm feeling. You are so doubting. You are so doubting your abilities right now. You're doubting life. You're doubting what's coming next. You just don't have a lot of faith at all. You don't. Oh my gosh, it's really terrible. Like I was so close. You have no idea. I was so close to pressing that stop button. When that reverse star came out, it just came over me. And so I feel like the collective here is feeling like they want to give up. And I was like, no. And then I realized that was not my energy I was feeling. That is the collective's energy of wanting to give up. But that doesn't feel right because the strength card came out. It doesn't feel right to give up. The Devil reversed. You're figuring out what's for you and what's not for you. You're figuring out your boundaries here. With the Devil reversed, this is like you realizing there's things around you that tempt you and pull you away from your goals, and you're realizing that. And Spirit's wanting you to call on the strength and the courage that you have inside of you. I'm getting feminine energy here. And I feel like that star reversed is referring to the divine feminine. So the divine feminine feels like you want to give up. Temperance. Temperance is about having patience and understanding that things are in the works. And that's totally what I get from the Wheel of Fortune card as well. That temperance, this is in the works. This is the time to really connect to who you are. And that's why I felt drawn to talk about the Akashic Records. Because the Akashic Records can give clarity to your purpose, to your path, to who your guides are. Yeah, so I definitely feel that in this time of like waiting, that Spirit wants you to go as deep as you can. To go as deep as you can while still staying grounded. If you go too deep, you might get lost there. So keep yourself tethered to this reality. And I see you going in all directions while still being tethered. Okay? The sun. The sun card always makes me smile because this feels like childhood innocence to me. Like this feels like when you didn't care about what adults thought or what other kids thought, and you just played and you just said what was on your mind, and you didn't care. You weren't constantly filtering through like, oh, if I say this, am I going to offend somebody? No, children they just say what's on their mind. They say what they see. And I love that. And, as a teacher of 15 years, I heard lots of kids saying the things that were on their minds. And it's like, whoa, where did that come from? And they'll let you know real fast if you got a booger on your nose or something's out of place on your face. Oh, gosh, I love it. This is fun energy. So there is a reminder from Spirit to have fun, to not take life so seriously, it's not life or death all the time. This is the time to have fun. They want you to have fun during this time of not knowing. During this waiting period. But really, I'm getting a sternness from Spirit to the divine feminine. You've got to know who you are. You've got to know who you are, what your abilities and skills and gifts are. And you've got to get creative. And you've got to own that you are a divine feminine and you have a purpose. And your purpose is part of the purpose of the whole universe. You are part of the plan, okay? I'm getting this straight from Spirit. You are part of the divine plan. So you need to know this is not you. This is you. You are the star. In fact, I'm just going to keep it upright here. Yeah, that's the energy I feel from you. It's like you're being handed this opportunity to shine, but you're focused on other aspects of your life that don't coincide with that, so you don't feel worthy. What's going on here? Okay, so this definitely feels like a divine feminine reading. Yesterday was divine masculine. I feel that there is an icy masculine around you. Someone who you try to say, come dance with me. And they're like, no, dancing is so bad. Or, it's just, they're just not into anything that you're into. They don't want to dance in the rain with you. They don't want to go sit under the willow tree with you. They're very much about logic and information and 3D things is what I'm feeling from this King of Swords. That and you are looking elsewhere, and I don't mean for someone, I just mean like you're looking like well, I'm gonna go anyways. I'm gonna go dance in the rain. I'm gonna go sit under my willow tree. I'm gonna go play with the ladybugs. I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna do the thing that makes me happy while he's over there sulking. That's the energy I feel. And that's exactly what you need to do. So the star being reversed, I don't know what's stopping you. I don't know what stopped you or why you thought you not, but spirits, I'm just here. Get over it. Stop letting that icy masculine affect your mood. If they come at you with some ridiculousness, then just go outside, go play, go have fun. Keep there's just a big strong urgency here to keep your vibes high, keep your happy turned on, keep your magnet attracting the things that you desire. Don't let this masculine, who's obviously very stuck in their ways, from letting you enjoy life. This could be a boss for some of you. This could be a father figure for some of you. Just, it feels like there's a masculine around you who is just not into the let's play, let's get creative, let's go deep and have philosophical conversations, let's write, let's, all the feminine stuff that you want to do. Okay, I've got the Six of Cups and the Page of Wands. I am getting a lot of water. So you could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Or that could be someone around you. I'm also getting... I'm definitely getting some major zodiac signs here. We've got Leo for sure, Sagittarius, Aries. So some water and fire signs. Yeah, definitely. We've also got cups here. So that is the Aquarius. Cups. No, that's the water. That's water. Yeah. So, this is very cuppy. Take out Aquarius. But Aquarius might be in this because of that King of Swords. So the masculine around you might be an Aquarius. I'm picking up on that. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. The Six of Cups, Page of Wands, Nine of Cups. Interesting. Interesting. I'm looking at these two side by side. Oh, I just got a message that for some of you, okay, if this doesn't resonate, don't take it. But for some of you, the reason you are rejecting, hold on, the message is a little muddled. There's something here about rejecting one opportunity because it's not exactly what you want. So you're literally waiting for the thing to come that feels truly good to you. So I just noticed how the cups in the Four of Cups are all empty and the cups in the Six of Cups are all full. And there's this giving from the Six of Cups, like giving and receiving. Notice she's receiving it with a smile on her face. So I do feel like divine feminine that... Okay, that's what I'm feeling. Divine feminine, this feels like you trying to give your masculine all of your love. And he's over here focused on the earthly things like paying bills, you know, just getting their life together in a very 3D way. And this is you coming in with your ideas and let's dance, let's play, let's do something fun, let's be romantic. And they're just like, buh. And then the cups over here are so full, and you're giving from a full cup, and this is receiving this full cup. So there's a much better balance here. I just keep hearing be careful, masculine, because if your woman is trying to give you all of her love and you're too focused on other things, someone else will give it to her. I'm getting reminded, that's what the message was. I'm getting reminded of the video where how the camera at a stadium, when you're at like a football or baseball game, and the camera will pan over the kiss cam or whatever. And so it panned on this woman, and the guy was on the phone, and she was like, hey, we're on camera, wanting to get a kiss, to be on camera, have fun. And he's like, oh God, I'm on the phone, all aggravated because she's distracting him. And so the mascot comes over and whisks her away, and he's like, whoa, what just happened? That's what this feels like. Is like, if the masculine doesn't see or recognize that she's giving him all the love she can, then another masculine will come along and show her what it feels like to give and receive love. Okay. Yeah. Page of Wands. Yes, that's exactly what I'm feeling. And the Nine of Cups. Like, this is finally you getting the love that you deserve, getting the attention that you deserve, getting someone that actually wants to play with you and wants to entertain you and wants to be happy with you. And this masculine, if he would just give in a little, y'all could be so happy. But it feels like your masculine may be in a place where they have not quite come open to the possibility of play to enjoy life, and instead is focused very much on getting ahead in life. But really, they're so focused on getting ahead in a material 3D, money type of way, that they're missing out on fun, right? And so there is a masculine I feel coming in that is going to show you how fun life can be when they're joining in with you. And so let's see. Let's see. Now I'm curious what happens to your masculine once this happens. What happens to the masculine you're currently with? I think this is exactly what he needs, because the Magician and the Knight of Wands came on out. And I just see that as your masculine getting his fire back, getting his passion back to create, yeah, I definitely see that that someone else showing you this kind of affection and attention is going to be like, oh, wait a second now. Wait. And so there could be a separation period or like a break in the relationship, but I see that your masculine is actually like on a journey to create a life that he thinks you are going to love. Judgment comes out. This is interesting. I'm getting the energy of, notice I said what he thinks you're going to love. And I'm getting the energy that some masculines think they know their feminines and they do not. They think they know what the feminine wants and they do not. So I see them trying to build this big grand life for you to. It reminds me of The Great Gatsby, like how he met Daisy when he was a soldier, and she would never date a soldier, So he worked his butt off to get the money that he had, even if he was doing it in shady ways. But he wanted to have these extravagant parties so that she would eventually show up, and he could get her back. And that's kind of the energy I'm feeling here, is like that your masculine is like, oh, well, my life wasn't grand enough. Let me make it grander so she'll come back to me. This is such odd energy, you guys. It feels like a movie and not real life, but I know this happens all the time. Okay. Yeah, this the way that your masculine's building their life is from a lack mindset. The 5 of Pentacles just came out. It's from a lack mindset, therefore it's not sustainable. Um when you build something from a lack mindset or out of fear, it's not sustainable. It'll come crashing down. And that's what I feel. Yeah, so the Ace of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands comes out here. And that to me feels like starting over, your masculine starting over. It's so interesting. I was so focused on the feminine, and now I feel the journey of the masculine here. This is your masculine starting over and figuring out what he's actually passionate about. Y'all, I'm saying he, she, and all that, but there's no gender in tarot. So just take it as it applies to your life, okay? He's definitely worried and full of anxiety about starting over. He has a lot of ideas and he definitely wants to go in the direct. I just feel him. Yes. Okay. Now I feel a masculine here or a collective of masculines who realize that they just build a whole life based on what someone else wants and not what they actually want. And that's the judgment and the 5. They realize that they built their life based on wanting you, feminine, wanting the feminine. And they realize now that that's not what life should be about. It should be about what you yourself wants, not what someone else wants. Okay, so they're starting over, and this is causing them some anxiety. They never wanted to start over. They just wanted to keep building and get bigger and bigger. But it feels like to me, like, when would it be enough? When would it be enough? When are you going to actually appreciate what you have and enjoy life with what you have instead of constantly focusing on what more? I need more. I just hear you're masculine. I need more. This isn't enough. I don't feel. It's like they put a lot of their value based on how much they've gained in life materialistically wise, and you're more about appreciating the beauty of life and surrounding yourself with nature. And I just see you being someone who, you do bury your head in the sand because you don't want to know about the awful things happening in the world, feminine. That's not what you want to be focused on in life. Okay. The 8 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords came out reversed. So this to me feels like, the masculine is going through a depression right now. I don't mean to smile when I say that, but the masculine may be feeling depressed right now, very depressed, because they feel like everything they worked for didn't mean anything. Everything that we win some, we lose some. Life is about ups and downs and how we get through it and how we persevere. And your masculine is definitely down right now. Or yeah, it feels like they're down right now. I definitely feel like we've looked into the past and we've caught up to the present moment. So it feels like the masculine right now is going through a very low point where they are trying to figure out exactly what is going on, and that is definitely the energy that I have been feeling with the masculines. That's what I felt yesterday, is that they are realizing, like, oh my God, I've done everything my whole life for other people, to impress other people. What am I doing for myself? Yeah, they're in the thick of it. They're not seeing the way out. Even though there is a big old gap behind him right there. They're not seeing the way out right now. And Divine Feminine, I'm getting the message for you to be patient and kind and gentle and have grace. Because they do love you so much. I feel a lot of love for you, but they are working through years and years and years, lifetimes of trauma and karmic lessons. Yes, Queen of Cups. Yeah, this is you, Divine Feminine, being very patient and gentle and kind with your masculine. Yes, being understanding, being a space for them to feel, be holding energy for them to feel, holding energy to be a safe space for them, while also maintaining boundaries. Now, this is not letting them walk all over you. This is just showing them that it's safe for them to express emotions and their feelings and their desires, because they're not used to that. All right, we got the Four of Wands reversed. So they definitely, oh, and the Queen of Swords came out there too. So some of you may be getting separated or divorced while they go through this. If you're together or married with your masculine, you may be going through a divorce right now, and you may need to put up boundaries while they go through this transition. And yeah, it's a tough time for everybody here. And I feel that they feel like they're on unsteady ground, but it feels like when, y'all are trying your best while maybe together. This definitely feels like the masculine and feminine are together right now. But it could be that y'all decided to separate or kind of give each other distance because of the things that the masculine is waking up to. It's gonna look like a midlife crisis. I see why that phrase come, because really what a midlife crisis is just waking up, like realizing like, oh my God, my life is a lie. you know Okay, so this is honestly the same kind of energy I've been feeling the past few days. It's just of the feminine being very patient and kind and graceful. Feminines, you may be seeing deer as a reminder, and antlers keep showing up. Just, it's a time to just be understanding, being compassionate, really, really being the Queen of Cups here and having control over your emotions and not letting your masculine's emotions affect your emotions. And yes, it will happen, of course, but just understand that's their path. And I feel like feminine, you probably have done a lot of healing though, to where when your masculine is butting up against his ego versus when he lets his ego go. Okay. And that is what I see you as the Queen of Swords discerning, when he's being obtuse and when he's actually being open. That's interesting because obtuse angle is a very wide angle. So maybe when he's being acute versus obtuse. I don't know. Okay. And the Emperor. See? Yes. Yes, you give him space to become who he's supposed to be. Yes. So you guys, we have a big role here. Feminines, we have a big role here to hold space for your masculine. Yeah, because he's transitioning. He's transforming into this emperor, but you got to let him do that. If you try to control his journey, he'll never have the space to do that. So there may be a separation period, and that's necessary. And yeah, it's going to feel real bad. It's going to feel real bad in the moment, like, oh my God, I'm losing my person because they can't get their crap together, or they can't see how wonderful life is, but they will eventually. You just got to give them the space. That's what I keep getting. Yeah, you're going to come back into balance with the Two of Pentacles. This is about finding balance. Finding balance. Your masculine is going to find his balance. The Knight of Swords. Okay. Actually, you guys, there goes that feeling to want to give up again. That's so interesting. Okay, the Knight of Swords coming in like that. Oh, it just looks so hectic, doesn't it? Like the way he's coming in, all in charge, decisive, kind of crazy looking. So your masculine may decide that they want you again, and they may communicate that to you, and I feel spirit almost being like, you need to decide if you're ready or not, you know? Yeah, lots of options. Page of Cups. Yeah, you guys, this is your masculine or a masculine coming in with a lot of like, with a lot of, okay. Hold on. He's going to want to tell you all the things that he's been doing and healing from. And it's going to be overwhelming. And it's going to be so overwhelming for you, feminine. He's going to tell you what he's been up to, how he's been creative. He's going to want to try to, I feel this need to prove to you what he's been up to, that he's changed, right? Okay. We're going to clean this up now. And I don't feel like the messages are over, but I'm going to do an extended reading with more messages about this journey that I'm feeling, and it feels very specific, okay? So if you're not resonating with this journey of love that I'm talking about here, then this reading isn't meant for you. But if it is resonating even a little bit, then you may want to check out the extended, because I'm going to go deeper into those energies of this relationship and see what's going on. See what's going on for sure. But I do want to end on an angel card to give us an ending message for this reading. That extended reading will be on Patreon. So even if you're not a member of my Patreon channel, then you can still see the video. I'll put it available for paid and free members. Okay, we've got the Angel of Partnership. Oh, man. Each one I meet is my partner in the here and now of life. When there is partnership, there is no domination. Do you hear that? Partnership means no domination. The parts involved in a same situation share their abilities and talents to create a shared goal. To walk together toward that goal, aware of the process it implies, is true partnership. Opposites discovering that they are absolutely complementary. And you and your masculine are absolutely complementary when you're both at your best selves. And right now you're both going through some things here, figuring things out. The feminine has done a lot of the healing. I feel that your heart space is much more open to allow this healing to take place in the masculine, because, and I think it works that way for a reason. The angel of freedom is here. Yeah, your guys are going to be free to be yourselves fully. But this isn't a waiting game, you guys. This isn't a waiting game. This is a enjoy life while life happens game, okay? That is the big message I'm feeling from spirit. That's why the sun came out. This is us. Okay, yes, life is happening, but hey, let's have fun, you know? I know I want to be on my deathbed going, man, I really lived life, you know? I really experienced life, and I love it. And that's what Spirit's encouraging everyone to do. The universe wants you to experience things. That's how it grows and expands. Okay. All right, guys, that is all for today. Look out for that extended reading on Patreon. Much love and light to you. Bye.